Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to Knowledge Sharpener. It's me Ashwath Shetty. Please subscribe to our channel for more updates. Hello guys, welcome to Python basic tutorials. Guys, are you feeling difficulty to learn Python as a new language? No worries. I am here explaining very basic concepts that even non-programmer can understand. If you watch this video full, definitely you will feel interesting of Python and importance of Python. You can easily learn it. Let us start with chapter 1. I am Ashwath Shetty, taking you people to in this session to getting started with the Python language. We are here covering the different topics mentioned in the slide. How we can learn Python as a new language? Guys, Python is the language of the Python interpreter and those who can converse with it. An individual who can speak Python is known as a Pythonista. It is a very uncommon skill and may be hereditary. Nearly all known Pythonistas use software initially developed by Guido van Rossum. Guys, Python is a language. It uses the Python interpreter to work it. And who knows the Python language, we will call them as Pythonista. And in Python language, it is a uncommon skill and it is a maybe hereditary skill. Now, Pythonistas initially they used software Python developed by the Guido van Rossum. So shown in the figure is the Guido van Rossum. So now guys, let us see why we need to use Python. Guys, we have several languages, several object-oriented languages as well. So why we need Python? Why Python is very important to learn now? Because all the industries now demanding the Python because of its simplicity and its versatility. Guys, let us see how we can see difference between the Python and other languages. I'm taking one example here over the Java. Guys, Java is a general purpose solving programming language, follows write once and run anywhere. We can write once and run anywhere the Java programs. Even whereas Python is a high level programming language, it focuses on code readability and shorter syntax. In Python, it has shorter syntax that makes programmer work easily. Guys, in the typing section, Java uses static typing, whereas a user is forced to choose a variable type at the beginning and which cannot be changed later in the programming language. Whereas Python uses dynamic typing. It means allowing user to change the variables type, thus making it easier to learn. In Java, the data type is explicit and in Python, data type is implicit. That means when the Python variables are declared and no need to mention the data type. When the value of the variable is assigned to variable, that time the variable data type is going to decided by the Python. Guys, in speed section, the Java can be used for desktop programs and web applications, and Java is faster than the Python. Whereas Python is not fast as Java, but it is very simple program to learn and easy to learn. And it is very flexible program to learn. In productivity terms, Java is less productive than Python because each variable need to be defined and thus it makes time consuming. Whereas Python programs can write code in fewer lines, allowing developers to be more productive. For example, we'll see hello world program. In C program, we can to print the hello world, we need to follow with the main function. And in the Java program, we need to define the class and we need to follow with the main functions, and we are seeing there 4 or 5 lines to print the hello world statement. Contrary, see the Python beauty of Python language, same result can be achieved by typing single statement, that is print hello world. So that we can conclude this, Python is a very simple language. We can achieve the complex result in a simple codes. Guys, let us see introduction to Python. A program written in a high level language is called the source code. As we know, source code usually written in the English language so that the computer does not understand it, so that we need translators. So recall that language translators like compilers and interpreters are needed to translate the source code into machine language. What does compiler and interpreter does? Interpreters translate your source code line by line, and it stops the program execution when the error occurs and when your entire source code is successfully executed. Whereas compiler translate your entire program or entire source code at one go, and it's display the errors on the console. So in the Python language, Python uses an interpreter, not the compiler, to convert its instructions into machine language so that it can be understood by the computer. So let us see the features offered by the Python. Python is a high level language. It is freely available and open source. It is an interpreted language since the Python programs are executed by the interpreter. Python programs are easy to understand since they have simple structures and well-defined syntaxes that makes programmers work easier. And Python is case sensitive. So uppercase and lowercase statements are treated as differently in the Python. And Python is a portable and platform independent. Guys, Python is we can run Python programs in any operating systems as well as any hardware platforms. Python has a rich library of predefined functions. It has got very vast variety of libraries and predefined functions, so that it is a very flexible to work in it. And Python also helpful in web development. Many web servers and web applications are developed by the Python language. Python uses the indentation. It is very important. Python uses the indentation for its blocks and nested blocks. Guys, let us see how we can working with the Python. So to work with the Python, we need an Python interpreter since the program of the Python executed in the interpreter. We know that. The interpreter is also called as the Python shell. So this interpreter can be downloaded freely in its official website www.python.org. Guys, how we can execute the Python programs in the interpreter? There are two ways to use the Python interpreter. One is interactive mode and another one is script mode. I'm going to demonstrate how we can use these two interpreter modes. Guys, first you open Python IDLE. Here you can see this 3 arrowhead mark. This is called as Python shell prompt. Okay, if this appears, that means a Python shell is ready to receive our statements. So I am in first mode, interactive mode. You can give the instant lines or say statements, and we can get the instantly output. Whenever you need to test your single line, then the interactive mode is suggestible. For example, take 3 into 5, it gives the output is instantly. Or work with the strings also, plus word, hello world I am giving. So see the beauty, it's concatenate the string and given the output. For example, 6 by 2, so 3. So this is the interactive mode works. And here, when in this mode, one drawback is there, that is these statements cannot be used or cannot be saved for the future use. If you want to use for them, you need to retype it again once more. So let us see second mode, that is script mode. To script mode, we need to write the script in the new file or new editors, so that in the script mode there will be a huge scripts or more than one script and repeatedly you want to use them. In that case, you need to go for the script mode. For example, I am writing here print hello guys. So we need to encode with string with the single quote or double quote, anything is fine. And one more, I am giving print welcome to my Python tutorials. So here I will show with the double quote. Okay, so this is the simple example I am giving. More many more you can include in the script, and your script should be saved before execution. Go to save, and your file will be saved in the Python installation folder, and our file should be saved with the .py as a file extension. So click save. Now click run button, run menu and run module. So see the output, hello guys, welcome to my Python tutorials. So this is the way we need to execute with the Python interpreter. So guys, I hope today's class found very useful and very interesting. Guys, practice whatever I shown, and you just install the Python ideally and practice these examples and exhibit this interpreter mode and script mode as well. And for your any doubt and clarification, please leave a comment in the comment box, and we'll see remaining concepts in the next class. Thank you very much.